Imagine entering a room and without uttering a single syllable, becoming the most compelling presence there, not through volume or spectacle, but through a stillness so profound it commands attention effortlessly. We live in an era screaming for our attention, where everyone is told to be louder, brighter, and more outrageous to simply be noticed. But the ancient Stoics uncovered a deeper truth, a paradox, that true influence isn't found in the noise, but in the quiet mastery of oneself. They knew that a presence cultivated from within radiates an energy far more captivating than any shout ever could. This isn't a mythical power reserved for philosophers. It's a tangible state you can cultivate starting today. We are about to explore the core of this unspoken magnetism, using Stoic wisdom as our guide. This isn't just about making an entrance, it's about forging an unforgettable impression that lingers long after you've left the room. If you've ever felt lost in a world that never stops talking, this is your invitation to discover how your silence can become your greatest statement. We'll uncover the habits that make you quietly magnetic, turning heads not through effort, but through an authentic alignment with your deepest self. Before we begin this journey into the depths of silent power, if the path of wisdom and self-mastery resonates with you, consider subscribing to Stoic Mindset Mastery. We explore these concepts every week, and if you've always felt a little out of step with the mainstream, know that this conversation is specifically for you. Stay with me until the end. You are precisely the kind of seeker this message is meant for. How many times have we dimmed our own light, softened our opinions, or hidden our genuine interests just to fit into a group? We've all felt that subtle pressure to conform. Stoicism, however, gently but firmly guides us back to our own path, reminding us that our most attractive feature isn't a polished facade, but our raw, unfiltered authenticity. When you live in alignment with your true nature, you emit a frequency that others can feel. That's a silent broadcast that says, "This is who I am," without apology. And that level of truth is powerfully attractive. Let's unpack that further. Being authentically you means owning your eccentricities, your passions, and even your uncertainties. It means holding your ground on what you believe, even when the current of popular opinion tries to sweep you away. It's about reaching a point of comfort in your own skin, understanding that your genuine expression is your most valuable asset. The Stoics held virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control as the highest good. By letting these principles guide you, by living according to your inner moral compass, you become not just appealing to others, but you also move closer to a state of personal peace and fulfillment. So how do you begin to harness this power of being yourself? It starts with looking inward. Dedicate time to understanding your core values, what ignites your spirit, and the boundaries that protect your peace. Ask yourself what truly makes you feel alive, what drives you forward. Then take the courageous step of letting that true self be seen by the world. It's not about achieving perfection or winning universal approval. It's about being consistent in your words and actions and showing up as the real you day after day. The emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius offered a timeless piece of advice. Stop debating what an admirable person looks like and simply become one. In our context, this is a call to stop overthinking what makes someone attractive or likable. Embrace your genuine self, live by your principles, and let your true character shine. In a world that often rewards sameness, your authenticity is your unique strength. It's the foundation of silent attraction, pulling people toward you in a way that feels both natural and profound. The way we choose to present ourselves to the world is a form of silent communication, telling a rich story without a single word. Stoicism doesn't demand we reject material things or neglect our appearance. Instead, it encourages us to live with deliberate intention, and this absolutely includes how we express ourselves through our personal style. Stoicism teaches the value of authenticity and simplicity, guiding us to prioritize what truly matters. When applied to style, this doesn't mean adopting a purely minimalist wardrobe or abandoning fashion. It means consciously selecting clothes that resonate with your inner self, items that reflect your personality, your values, and the various roles you inhabit. It's about making intentional choices that align with your core essence, rather than passively chasing every fleeting trend. Think about it. When you wear an outfit that feels inherently you, how does it make you feel? Confident, at ease, perhaps even quietly powerful. That's because harmonizing your outer appearance with your inner world amplifies your genuine nature. It makes you stand out, not through flashiness, but by radiating a sense of self that is unmistakably your own. This concept of style extends beyond just clothes. It includes your overall aesthetic, your hairstyle, the accessories you choose, the subtle details that become an extension of your persona. Each choice is a deliberate stroke in the portrait of who you are. Stoicism prompts us to make these choices consciously, ensuring they add to our authentic expression rather than just contributing to the noise. To apply this wisdom, start by asking yourself what your wardrobe says about you. Does it align with your values? Is it a true reflection of who you are or who you are becoming? The objective isn't to impress others, but to genuinely express yourself. And remember, your style can evolve. As you grow and change, your external expression can shift with you. The key is to remain true to yourself throughout. Occupy space. All of this sends powerful signals. Stoicism, at its heart, is a philosophy of control and awareness, extending not just to our thoughts, but to our physical presence. It teaches us that our outer movements are a reflection of our inner state. So, mastering body language from a Stoic perspective isn't about manipulating gestures to project a false image. It's about achieving integrity, a perfect alignment between our inner virtues and our outward actions. Consider the simple act of standing up straight. This isn't merely a trick to look more confident. It's a physical manifestation of self-respect and personal dignity, qualities deeply valued in Stoicism. When you stand tall with your shoulders back and your gaze level, you aren't just signaling confidence to the world. You are affirming to yourself that you are worthy of respect. This quiet self-assurance naturally draws others in, creating an aura of approachability and trustworthiness, but it goes deeper than posture. The subtle nuances of our facial expressions, the genuineness of our smile, the sincerity in our eye contact, these are all profoundly communicative. They have the power to build bridges, to make others feel seen and understood without a single word. A heartfelt smile can disarm tension, while steady, kind eye contact can forge a connection as deep as any conversation. Stoicism encourages us to be fully present and mindful, and this extends to our nonverbal communication. Being truly present means being aware of how we are physically engaging with others, ensuring our body language reflects our authentic feelings and intentions, whether that's empathy, openness, or a willingness to connect. This mindful approach invites genuine interactions and builds relationships on a foundation of trust and mutual respect. To cultivate this, start with self-awareness. Observe your own nonverbal cues. Are you truly present in your conversations, or are you unconsciously closed off? Are your gestures open and inviting? Practice being in the moment, fully attentive to the person you're with. Let your body language flow from a place of sincerity, not performance. A single fragrance has the power to unlock memories, stir emotions, and shape our perception of someone in an instant. Choosing a scent is far more than picking a pleasant perfume or cologne. It's about selecting an invisible signature that becomes part of your identity. leaving a lasting impression without a word being exchanged. Stoicism, with its emphasis on intentionality, applies even to a choice as personal as a fragrance. It's about finding a scent that harmonizes with who you are and the subtle impression you wish to leave, rather than simply following trends or buying the most advertised brand. This is another form of nonverbal communication, a carefully chosen detail that reflects your inner self and your values. A signature scent is a personal statement, a quiet yet powerful way of expressing your uniqueness. Just as the Stoics believed our actions should reflect our inner virtues, a thoughtfully chosen fragrance can mirror your personality, your current state of mind, or even your aspirations. It's an invisible fingerprint, creating a sensory memory for everyone you meet. Choosing this scent requires mindfulness. It's about understanding not only the notes you're drawn to, but also how they interact with your own body chemistry, the environments you frequent, and the message you want to subtly convey. Do you want to project a sense of grounded calm? Perhaps a clean, earthy scent? Do you wish to be remembered as quietly bold and contemplative? Then a fragrance with woody or resinous notes might be your choice. The principle is coherence, ensuring your scent is an extension of your character, much like the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with one's true nature. The Stoic virtue of moderation applies here too. It's not about announcing your arrival with an overpowering cloud of scent, but about choosing something that invites others closer, that whispers rather than shouts. It's a scent that lingers subtly, leaving a quiet but indelible mark, much like the impact we hope to have on the world through our character and actions. In an age where digital communication often strips away the warmth of human interaction, genuine manners serve as a vital bridge back to real connection. But when we talk about manners that truly resonate, we're moving beyond simple politeness. We're exploring how the gracefulness of our conduct can create a lasting impression, mirroring the Stoic guidance to act with virtue and respect in every aspect of life. Stoicism, with its focus on virtue, self-discipline, and empathy, is a perfect foundation for what we might call mesmerizing manners. It's not about following social rules for the sake of appearances. It's about embodying genuine respect, kindness, and consideration for others through our actions. This alignment between Stoic principles and our daily interactions creates a quietly powerful allure. It signals that we are not only mindful of our own behavior, but that we deeply value those we interact with. Think about the impact of truly listening when someone speaks, of being fully engaged, without glancing at your phone or letting your mind wander. This act of presence, a cornerstone of Stoic practice, communicates that you value the person and the shared moment. It's a simple yet profound manner that stands out in our often distracted society. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches the importance of empathy, understanding, and sharing the feelings of others. When our manners are infused with genuine empathy, when we are quick to offer help or a kind word, we are putting Stoic virtues into practice in the most human way. These acts of kindness don't just make us more likable, they draw people to us, creating a magnetic pull of warmth and authentic connection. Let's not overlook the subtleties of social navigation, knowing how to handle different situations with poise, from the etiquette of a shared meal to the art of graceful conversation. These skills demonstrate a mindfulness and respect for the context and the people you're with. Stoicism doesn't advocate withdrawing from the world, but engaging with it thoughtfully. Mastering these social graces is a testament to that engagement. It shows that we care enough to be intentional, to honor the unspoken agreements that smooth the path toward more meaningful interaction. The instruction to be fully present is far more than simple advice. It's a powerful antidote to the superficiality that pervades modern life, and it connects seamlessly with Stoic philosophy, which champions living in the present and appreciating each moment for what it is. Stoicism teaches us the value of focusing on what we can control and releasing what we cannot. When we bring this to our interactions, it means offering someone our complete, undivided attention, free from the distractions of past regrets or future anxieties. It's about engaging with them wholeheartedly, with a presence that silently communicates, "You matter to me, and I am fully here with you." This kind of focused attention is rare and precious, and it has the power to transform even the most fleeting encounter into a meaningful connection. Being present is more than just physical proximity. It requires active engagement with the here and now. It's listening not just to formulate a reply, but to truly comprehend. There's a world of difference between talking to someone who is constantly distracted and talking to someone who is completely focused on you, making you feel genuinely seen and heard. The latter leaves a lasting impression, creating a sense of warmth and authenticity that is irresistibly attractive. But how do we cultivate this presence in a world engineered to fracture our attention? It begins with mindfulness, the practice of being aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. By becoming more mindful, we can catch our minds when they start to wander and gently guide our focus back to the present moment. It's a skill, one that strengthens with consistent practice. Stoicism also encourages us to see the present moment as a gift. Every interaction, no matter how brief, is an opportunity to connect, to learn, and to grow. Approaching our encounters with this mindset enriches not only our own lives, but also touches the lives of others. This presence also requires a degree of vulnerability, allowing ourselves to be seen and to truly see others without the protective masks we often wear. It's about dropping the facade and connecting on a fundamental human level, recognizing that beneath it all, we share the same need for understanding and connection. This vulnerability, though it may feel exposing, is incredibly powerful. It breaks down barriers and builds the trust necessary for deeper, more meaningful relationships. There's a quiet power in knowing when to hold back, when to let silence speak. The idea that sometimes less is more is a profound teaching, deeply rooted in Stoic wisdom. It emphasizes the value of restraint and the power of keeping certain things for yourself. This isn't about being deceptive or secretive. It's about the deliberate choice of what you reveal and when. This selective sharing creates an intriguing aura, drawing people in, making them curious to discover the person beneath the surface. Stoicism, with its focus on inner reflection and personal growth, encourages us to build character rather than chase external approval. This philosophy aligns perfectly with cultivating a sense of mystery. By not revealing everything at once, you invite others to engage more deeply, to look past the superficial. It's a subtle invitation to explore, a hint that there are hidden depths. This isn't about playing games or constructing a false persona. It's about allowing your complexity and depth to unfold naturally over time as trust and connection grow. Think of the difference between a film that gives away its entire plot in the first 10 minutes and one that slowly unravels a captivating story, revealing its secrets layer by layer. Which one holds your attention? The same dynamic applies to personal interactions. A touch of mystery can transform a simple exchange of information into an intriguing journey of discovery. It makes every interaction feel like a new chapter in a story. Others are eager to continue reading, creating a magnetic pull toward the depth of your character. How do you find the right balance? It starts with being mindful about what you share and your intention behind it. Share with purpose, not out of a need to fill silence or conform to a culture of oversharing. It requires the self-control that Stoicism so highly values to navigate the line between openness and mystery. It's also about valuing the quality of your connections over the quantity, understanding that deep relationships are built on mutual discovery and respect for each other's inner world. Embracing mystery also reflects a respect for your own inner life. It acknowledges that some thoughts, experiences, and dreams are so personal they gain value when shared thoughtfully, not freely given away. This selective sharing isn't withholding, it's cherishing. It makes what you eventually share infinitely more meaningful because it is offered, not demanded. In practicing this, we also learn to listen more. By being less eager to fill every space with our own stories, we open up to truly hear others, creating a rich, reciprocal dynamic that deepens every connection. This is about more than accumulating facts or geographical knowledge. It's about developing a deep understanding of the human experience across cultures, appreciating different traditions, struggles, and joys. It's a journey of expanding your perspective, guided by the Stoic pursuit of wisdom and knowledge. The goal is to cultivate a global mindset, one that celebrates diversity and fosters genuine empathy. Stoicism teaches the importance of developing an understanding that reaches beyond our own immediate experiences. It encourages us to look outward, to learn from the world, and to recognize our shared humanity with all people. By actively seeking cultural wisdom, we are doing exactly that. We are stepping into the lives of others, exploring the vast richness of human culture. In doing so, we not only broaden our own worldview, but we also help break down the barriers that too often divide us. Imagine the depth and richness this adds to your conversations. When you can share a story from another culture, express understanding of a different tradition, or even just a few words in another language, you are building bridges. You are showing respect for the experiences of others and signaling that you value diversity not as an abstract idea, but as a lived, vibrant reality. This doesn't require you to be a seasoned traveler or a walking encyclopedia of world cultures. It's about cultivating genuine curiosity, an open mind, and a sincere interest in learning from the world's countless ways of life. Stoicism's emphasis on self-improvement aligns perfectly with this pursuit. By exposing yourself to different worldviews and philosophies, you aren't just collecting information, you are challenging your own assumptions, confronting your biases, and growing in empathy. You are engaging in a form of self-education that shapes you into a more well-rounded, compassionate individual, capable of interacting with the world in a richer, more meaningful way. Cultivating this wisdom starts with small, intentional steps. Read books by authors from around the globe. Watch films that offer a window into different lives. Engage with art and music from diverse cultures. Seek out conversations that broaden your understanding and gently push you outside your comfort zone. Every cultural encounter adds a layer to your understanding, enriching your perspective and enhancing your ability to connect with others on a deeper level. This goes far beyond simply feeling sorry for someone. It's about truly stepping into their experience, understanding their joys and their struggles, and connecting with them on a profoundly emotional level. Compassion is the bridge that links one heart to another, allowing us to see past our differences and recognize the shared humanity that connects us all. Within the rich framework of Stoicism, compassion holds a vital place, reflecting its core principles of empathy, community, and the interconnectedness of all beings. Stoicism teaches us to recognize our common bonds, urging us to extend our concern beyond our immediate circle to the wider community and the world. It's a call to action, encouraging us not only to feel deeply, but to act on those feelings in meaningful ways. When we approach others with compassion, we offer more than just sympathy. We offer a piece of ourselves, our time, our attention, and our support. This act of giving, of stepping outside our own concerns to ease the burden of another, is one of the most magnetic qualities a person can possess. It draws people to us, creating a warmth and depth in our relationships that can never be fabricated. But compassion isn't always easy. It requires us to sit with our own discomfort, to witness the pain of others without rushing to offer simple solutions or empty platitudes. It asks us to listen deeply, to understand before seeking to be understood. This level of engagement is challenging, but incredibly rewarding. By opening our hearts to the experiences of others, we not only help lighten their load, but we also enrich our own lives, gaining insights and perspectives we might otherwise miss. Compassion also fosters a powerful sense of belonging and community. In a world that can often feel isolating, acts of compassion remind us that we are not alone, that we are part of something larger than ourselves. This sense of connection is a fundamental human need, and it's what makes compassion such a powerful tool for building lasting relationships. When we show genuine concern for the well-being of others, we lay the foundation for deep, enduring bonds that transcend the superficiality of everyday interaction. Practicing compassion also requires a certain openness, a vulnerability. It means allowing ourselves to be affected by the suffering of others, to feel their pain as if it were our own. This vulnerability may seem daunting, but it is a profound strength. It demonstrates a level of emotional openness and authenticity that is rare and precious. It shows that we are willing to set aside our ego to connect with others in a way that is raw and real. This authenticity is powerfully magnetic, drawing others toward us in a way that surface-level interactions never could. It's often said that laughter is the best medicine, and while it may not cure all ailments, it undoubtedly has the power to transform the energy of a room and the spirit of those in it. Laughter, with its infectious quality and ability to lift even the heaviest mood, holds a unique kind of magic. At first glance, Stoicism and laughter might seem like an unlikely pair, yet Stoicism at its core is about living a good life, finding joy in the present and connecting deeply with others, goals that laughter directly supports. The Stoics understood the value of joy and the importance of not taking life too seriously all the time. They recognized that laughter could be a powerful tool for resilience, a way to face life's absurdities and challenges with a lighter heart. It's in shared laughter that we find common ground, a reminder that despite all our differences, we all share the capacity for joy. Laughter also embodies the Stoic principle of focusing on the present. In a moment of genuine laughter, we are completely absorbed in the here and now, free from worries about the past or anxieties about the future. It's a form of spontaneous mindfulness, a way of fully appreciating the present moment and the joy it can hold. When we laugh, we aren't just escaping life's difficulties temporarily. We are practicing a form of Stoic acceptance. We are acknowledging that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can choose to embrace life's lighter moments with open arms. Moreover, laughter is a powerful connector. It breaks down barriers and builds bridges. In shared moments of humor, we find ourselves more open, more connected, and more human. This aligns perfectly with the Stoic emphasis on community and our interconnectedness. By laughing together, we are reminded of our shared humanity, of the common experiences and emotions that bind us. Laughter creates a sense of belonging, a feeling that despite our diverse backgrounds, we are not so different after all. So how do we cultivate more laughter in our lives? It starts with not taking ourselves too seriously. It's about being open to life's absurdities, finding humor in our own mistakes and learning to laugh at ourselves. This doesn't mean ignoring serious situations or dismissing real challenges. Instead, it's about balancing our perspective, recognizing that joy and sorrow are both integral parts of the human experience. It's about actively seeking out and creating opportunities for joy, Whether through engaging with lighthearted content, spending time with people who make us laugh, or simply practicing the art of finding humor in everyday situations. In a world that constantly tells us to put everything and everyone else first, choosing to care for ourselves can feel like a quiet act of rebellion, one that can profoundly transform our lives. Self-care extends far beyond occasional indulgences. It's about making a conscious, deliberate effort to nurture our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Stoicism teaches the importance of self-mastery and understanding what lies within our control. Caring for ourselves in this light is not selfishness. It is an exercise in recognizing our fundamental responsibility to maintain our own health and well-being. The Stoics believed in the inherent value of the self and the importance of being at our best. Why? Because it is only from a place of inner strength and well-being that we can effectively contribute to the world around us, live according to our values, and fulfill our responsibilities to others. Self-care, from a Stoic perspective, is about showing respect for the gift of life and the body and mind that carry us through it. It's an acknowledgement that our capacity to think, feel, and act in accordance with our principles is directly linked to how well we care for ourselves. This form of self-respect is the very foundation upon which we build our interactions with the world. When we value ourselves enough to prioritize our health and happiness, we become better equipped to face life's challenges with resilience and wisdom. But self-care, in the Stoic sense, isn't just about physical health. It's equally about cultivating a healthy mind and emotional resilience. It involves practicing mindfulness, engaging in reflective thought, and seeking out activities that enrich us intellectually and spiritually. This holistic approach ensures that we are not just physically fit, but also emotionally and mentally prepared to engage with life's complexities in a meaningful way. Furthermore, practicing self-care creates a ripple effect. When we are at our best, we have more to offer others. We become more patient, more understanding, and more present in our relationships. We contribute to our communities with greater enthusiasm and effectiveness. This is the embodiment of the Stoic ideal of living in service to the common good. By taking care of ourselves, we are indirectly taking care of those around us, because we are in a better position to offer support, wisdom, and kindness. Integrating self-care into daily life with Stoic values starts with simple, intentional actions: eating nourishing foods, engaging in regular physical activity, ensuring adequate rest, and setting aside time for reflection and relaxation. It also means setting healthy boundaries to protect our time and energy, saying no when necessary, and prioritizing activities that align with our values and contribute to our growth. This is a concept that holds deep resonance in a society that often champions self-reliance and personal freedom. But when we look closer, we find that the true essence of independence isn't about isolation or solitude. It's about the quiet strength and unshakable confidence that comes from knowing you are capable of standing on your own. This strength, a central tenet of Stoicism, isn't just about surviving without help. It's about thriving on your own terms, making decisions aligned with your deepest values, and living a life that is authentically yours. Stoicism, with its focus on self-discipline, personal responsibility, and the pursuit of virtue, teaches that true independence is an internal state. It's the freedom that comes from mastering your own desires, from being in command of your emotions, and from the profound understanding that your happiness and peace of mind originate from within, not from external circumstances or the opinions of others. This philosophical approach encourages us to cultivate an independence rooted in self-sufficiency, resilience, and the realization that we have the power to shape our lives according to our own principles. The allure of this kind of independence is undeniable. It's attractive because it signifies a person who isn't easily swayed by the shifting tides of popular opinion, someone who doesn't depend on external validation to feel worthy or successful. This independence shows up as the confidence to make choices that are right for you, even when they go against the grain. It's about having the courage to follow your own path, to embrace your uniqueness, and to live a life that is a true reflection of who you are. However, embracing independence doesn't mean rejecting the support and companionship of others. On the contrary, Stoicism highly values community and mutual support. The key is finding the balance between enjoying meaningful connections with others and maintaining the personal autonomy to pursue your own goals and values. It's about building relationships that respect your independence and encourage your growth, rather than those that seek to define or constrain you. Cultivating this sense of independence requires ongoing introspection and self-awareness. It involves regularly examining your values, your goals, and the motivations behind your actions. Ask yourself, are you pursuing something because it genuinely resonates with you, or because you feel pressured by societal expectations? It also involves developing resilience, the ability to face challenges and setbacks without losing sight of your core values or your sense of self. As we come to the end of this exploration into the Stoic art of silent attraction, remember that the deepest connections are often formed in the quiet moments, through the subtle strength of our character, and in the genuine expression of who we truly are. Begin to integrate these principles into your daily existence and watch how the world around you begins to shift, drawn to the quiet warmth of your presence and the genuine depth of your spirit. If this conversation has sparked something within you, a desire to learn more, I invite you to explore one of the videos now on your screen. Dive deeper, continue your journey of growth, and let the timeless wisdom of Stoicism light your path. And always remember, in the quietude of your actions, your life speaks volumes. If you found value in this video, please like it and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Thank you for watching Stoic Mindset Mastery.